Hey squad, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys doing well. Oh man. So we're gonna get to some studio time later, but I kinda wanted to talk about a current situation, well, a conversation I had with somebody on Reddit. And so let me go through the rundown because I can't really show it because they're really the type of person to say because even if you agree with some of their takes, they're gonna use it as leverage against you. So I'd rather really not kind of like show them, as they're gonna say, "Oh, look, you're using it," just to like defend yourself as well. So yeah, if I'm gonna be real with you, so I made like this video of me reacting to Dennis, like saying that he wanted to like illegally street fight cables, as he was like, I don't care what the rules of the UK are when it comes to street fighting. We could do this, like in I guess like an illegal club or something like that. That's what he was alluding to. Um, and just like the way he says it, it's not normal because there are people who kind of do like edgy jokes when it comes to like threats and stuff, but it could still be counted as a threat. A death threat. I've actually gotten death threats as well. And I don't take too kindly to them because you never know what people might, have the intentions for. And on his Friday show, he's also gonna have Salvo Pancakes, or as he quote unquote says, Keemstar's employee. And there was like a dispute going on between him and his party since they're rivals. And yeah, they were just inciting on both sides. They were just inciting violence, and maybe bystanders, if it gets out of control, can probably be victim of it too. Like I said, like this guy and his group and everybody else involved are unstable. At the end of the day, we know all this, like let's say like tea spilling. I actually have tea here that I'm drinking, but all this like tea sipping, tea like spilling channels. We all know it's entertainment at the end of the day. They made the point that I'm doing this for like they actually said 16 seconds. I thought it was 15, but they said 16, but okay. And I said, to an extent I agree with you because anyone who talks about him, we're all participating in, kind of getting that buzz off the algorithm. I'm not going to lie about that. Do I wish it was like that? No, I don't wish it was like that. And is it right for me to do so? I don't really think it is. It is debatable, but even when I admitted that, I was like, slightly agreeing with that. They wanted to use it as leverage against me. It's like honestly really ridiculous. Like the fact they would go to defend this guy. There was even like if you guys saw the live stream yesterday, there was somebody that from the UK that said, "Oh, we would back you up so we could like do this." Like they were actually inciting. Like I know I have my criticisms like of Ethan, but even I agree with his take on violence. That we're shown violence all the time, and that just kind of makes people, um, I guess, justify it and normalize it, which is pretty concerning. But yeah, that's just like something that happens. Like his diehard fans, like they see this as good behavior, and if I did this or anybody else did this, trust us, we would actually get backlash. And if I do it, I deserved, to get like rightfully criticized. I've done things that, though it's not controversial, it wasn't really beneficial for my channels, and even the squad, they said I was like, going too far with what I was doing, not like growing on it. and said, I'm taking this seriously, and you should think about it too. And sometimes you need like that slap in the face to kind of like, just to like get that perspective. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. So yeah, like I was saying, like Ethan like says that we're like we're shown too much violence, on the daily. Um, since he received a backlash for saying that Will Smith was wrong, and everybody kind of like saying, "Oh, at least he would defend his wife" and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just like addressing like we're just like normalized to seeing this stuff that we think it's okay, and his fans think that it's normal behavior. Like you don't know him and stuff like that. Like don't be a parasocial weirdo. But like if somebody starts saying this and he's not joking about it either, and he's gonna try to shield it because that's what he always does when he receives backlash for saying things. He's he sounds like he actually means it, and I do understand why he may be feeling like this. It just feels like he looks hella stressed if you look at his videos. So I do agree to a certain extent, like dogging on him like that isn't really gonna help him. But at the same time, he kind of was like going towards that road of this toxicity. So other than that, I was I went like on this long thread, like saying my points, and I wanted to be respectful about it, but they just kept like trying to drag me down to the level. And though it's like I do agree, like drama channels and T channels, it's pretty negative. Let's be real with you. But they were trying to like drag me down to the level in this like, oh, I prove you were wrong and I'm right. Like they want to have this like self-righteous, I guess, reasoning, but since they're like um campaigning hard for Dennis, it makes sense that they're exactly like him, not being able to like see a different perspective. I do agree with them, like at some point if you're gonna be like going on somebody like to an obsession and that becomes your career, but that's also been what he's I'm sorry, I'm just like mixing word salads. Like what was I saying? Sorry, I just get like sidetracked a lot because it's a lot that I want to talk about this. But yeah, as I was saying, he has done this for the longest time, and has it's just been in the cycle that he's been doing this, like talking about people, wrongfully defaming them, and for some reason, his fans, I don't know, they he became like attached to that kind of mindset, and like if you don't like him, don't watch. But the thing is, like I still want to give my criticisms where it's due because it's not normal just to speak like this. But it just seems like they couldn't understand. And it's fair enough, fair enough. Like I want to keep it a civil conversation. They didn't really want that. They kind of wanted to kind of paint me more in a negative light, but really I was just giving my take on it. Now, do emotions get in like the way of like videos you make? I would say a lot of times yes. I try to keep it neutral, but like even just reacting to the things he was saying, you could just feel that negative aura coming out of it. And it was just like a commentary I was giving. But yeah, other than that, they were like they just kept on egging on me, like, oh, like, like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, it just became redundant at that point. So yeah, you might have noticed like my content. Um, it does mention, like, even mentions H3. Um, but I feel on the H3 videos I made, it was me giving more of my personal connections and takes on how I currently view Ethan. Does it sorta like go on that like hate train? Um, I would say not really. I might have showed some emotions in some of these because it kind of feels like you're kind of getting betrayed by like a long friend. Though I feel you shouldn't hold creators to like a pedestal. I get that. So yeah, before I made like these like random videos, like music videos. I wanted to mix it into like a lot of things into one. And it was like a lot of comedic ones, but like bro Mac, Savage Mac said, I had to like take YouTube more serious and have like more content that goes in depth, and I totally agree with him, and that's what I've been kind of doing. But yeah, it shows like I've done like some few reactions. I'm playing a playlist through YouTube. And yeah, like a lot of the times I have fun with some of the reactions that I do, especially like on my recent live streams. I look at these funny videos like Meat Cannon and the Shadow one. I had a really good time like watching that because I watched like the original fan dub, and that one was hilarious. Even like Papa Meat, that was good. So I think I have more fulfillment when I do like more of these like even the metaverse, even though there was technical issues, I did find it funny just like going into like expectations versus reality. Um yeah, like the ones I just have fun and don't take too serious and aren't really that drama oriented. I might come across some videos that that I'm reacting that it might come to that, but I try to keep it balanced. At the end of the day, you just gotta listen to what the customer wants, their needs and wants. Oh, actually, hold on. I actually had like a lot of fun making this vlog. Let me show you guys. So this was kind of like my revival to vlogs, and man, we going have to drive like almost 4 hours. So yeah, let's go. Hey, squad. I hope you guys are all good. Your boy Foozy on Tony. Now, I want to apologize in advance if I sound a bit off. I'm still sick, and I'm just getting over this little cold. All right, so this is a brand new vlog episode. So the last time I made a vlog episode was 3 years ago, and I figured it was for a while that I was planning to make a vlog. And a funny coincidence is that 3 years ago, when I was about to like make more vlogs, there was a hurricane that got in the way. And what's funny is that during the time of recording this, there's a tropical storm now that's kind of in the way. Time is pretty much giving me signs, which is pretty funny. But I still decided to go with this one because last time I just like opted out, but this one I'm just gonna go full in. This is gonna be a bit of a rebranding to the vlogs, as the ones I made before were a bit more amateur and cringe to say the least, as it really didn't have any sense of direction.
or it might have, but it was kind of off of let's say my personality or just the way I kind of like directed the videos. But I just want to make this more straightforward going on forward. So this one I've been planning for the longest time, and I was waiting for when the time was right, to get everything else set, not make last minute plans. So yeah, I'll just give you guys like the rundown of this episode.
I really like the way I formatted this as it was kind of like a mix of my old vlogs, but it shows like signs of growth.
All right, let me give you guys the rundown. So about like 5 years ago was like the last time I went to Orlando, and it was at the squad.
I even use like clips of old vlog clips. This one in particular is the band trip where I'm sorry, where we went to Orlando.
We went for the band trip. So the plan was just to go perform our best, go to the nearby mall, go to the food court, and look around. And we were just like prepping up for this months coming up, and we were just excited. And then our I mentioned my bro critics, he was like really excited to go look around for some Timberlands since he has connections to New York. And yeah, overall it was just like this kind of like hype buildup that we were all kind of waiting for. So yeah, the day finally came. We went to the charter bus. It was that 4 hour long drive from Naptown as usual. And I was able to get some footage, but it was like an older camera, so it might have seemed like a bit off res. The resolution isn't really up to par. And yeah, it was just us in the school. We were just waiting around and just like goofing around, as you can see by the footage. And we got to perform, and then we just headed to the mall. And I wanted to record footage on my phone, but like the battery kept dying. And even when there was like a point where I was charging it, and then like the battery kept dying, so I wasn't really able to use it that much. So it's kind of sad. All right, so right before we got to the food court, the bus driver was talking to our band director, and he was telling us, oh, we might have to leave early because like the bus driver has to, head back as he has more people to pick up. So we were just like there waiting on the bus on the decision to be made, and then he's like, all right, let's go to the food court or the mall. Once we got there, we just were like, we just had in mind that it's just gonna be like also sailing, and we're just gonna look around after that. So yeah, we just like went to the food court. We got our grub on. Once we were about to go look, we were like walking towards like the stores. It was like at the glass ceiling and lobby in the center of the mall. We got stopped by our band director, and he says, "Oh man, sorry guys, we gotta go. Like, the guy has like a schedule to follow, and we just gotta like so I'll make it up to you guys somehow." And we were just like disappointed.
So yeah, this is actually the whole squad that's in the footage. I pretty much like wrote a script for this one as it seems a bit more balanced. You could see like by the writing and the delivery that I had, like it was more prepared than let's say like the live stream that I do. But I really had fulfillment on this one because I actually wanted to do this for the longest of the since I've been to Orlando. And it was my first time going alone as well as I went with the squad. And yeah, that's pretty much what's this vlog was built around. And I like using like the older footage mixed with like more recent ones, the ones I got on my GoPro, uh, and just like document the trip. It was like really fun.
Because we just like been hyping this love to go look for some Timberlands, and we were just like disappointed. Like the adventure and just like the mission was like it was a mission failed. It wasn't able to be accomplished during that day. During that ride back, it was just like a vendetta after that. So it just hit me hard, and I was like, oh man, I gotta make this up somehow. So I vowed one day that I would just like go and look for the Tims myself, and the mission would be accomplished. And years later, you're probably wondering how I got here, and you're also wondering why don't you just go to the local mall so you could spare the trip, especially how the gas prices are now. And I gotta say, it would just like defeat the whole purpose of the mission. And I haven't gotten to Orlando on my own. It was just with like the band the only time I went to Orlando. It could have also possibly meant that there would have been a cameo from the squad as they currently reside in Orlando. So you never know. So yeah, I'll just be detailing the trip overall and the progress.
Oh man, I really liked it. Like you could see like the way I kind of like wrote it out and documented it and edited it. I was actually having fun with it.
All right, so the trip started with me leaving the outskirts of Naptown, heading to the highway, your usual, while going through the surprisingly.
Yeah, I like the way I formatted with the GoPro in my car. not only does it show how the traffic is, but it just has this really like homey vibe to it.
Traffic. So after a few hours, I managed to head to North Fort Myers and LaBelle, as this was where the GPS was taking me. And I do remember going through here before, as I saw like the power plant and the bar, and I have scrolled past them before. So yeah, it was ringing a bell, kinda. But I do remember the charter bus going through here before, as it's kind of a, I guess you could say, a shortcut of just not going like around the state just to head to Orlando. It just like goes through the middle, so it makes sense. So yeah, pretty much the beginning of this like road, and it took like a while just to get through it, especially going through the small towns. It was pretty much a lot of farms, a lot of this like driving through the countryside. That's what it pretty much was, because it was like a lot of cows, and it was like a lot of plants, a lot of like
A lol cow.
factories, I guess you could say as well. And another thing that I noticed, like places that were more populated, were I saw like the colleges that were calling me and sending me like letters and emails and whatnot just to like get me in there. And I also saw like a lot of bandos, trap houses, as Atlanta like rappers, like trap rappers that like Gucci Mane, I don't want to say his name as I don't really like him, but Ti, Jeezy, they kind of had like trap house in the background of their albums, and that's pretty much what I was like looking at, like a lot of these boarded up homes, and it's kind of depressing, but yeah, I get it. And there was also like this like home that was like broken. It was like the window was like smashed open. I was like, what the heck, man? Like this has got to be crazy. And yeah, this was going through the smaller towns and just getting through Orlando. I was pretty much passing through more farms. Like I can't tell you how many farms that I saw. There was like plenty of them, and it was like really nice to look at because I like driving through the countryside. But since I woke up really early, I couldn't really take it in at all at the moment. That was pretty much going to the countryside until we got to like the highway that took us to Orlando. I gotta stay. All right, so after driving like 4 hours, I finally arrived in Orlando. You would think it would be a more smooth ride, but I was still stuck in traffic as it was kind of like red light, green light. But there really wasn't any lights since it was
Red light, green light.
in the highway, but it was still dictated by like the construction zones, I guess. And there was also exits that led to attractions such as Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. Not that I want to like name drop them, but yeah, they're there. So yeah, it was kind of a hassle getting to traffic, and it was more of a smooth ride after that. Good thing it was actually quick to get by. Like it did kind of interrupt, but after that, not so much. And yeah, we just like started going through the city. From what I remember, the bus driver, we were going through the city, but it seemed like it was still under development, unless he went to a different route. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, like the bus drivers always go like different routes. All right, we finally made it here. So I would like to apologize in advance as the footage might seem shaky, and that's because I was recording from my phone.
Oh yeah, I said this. After this day, there ended up being like a pew pew. I can't say it, or it's gonna get restricted. But there was actually a pew pew incident that happened. And you guys, I actually reacted to it as well. So yeah, that's like something that happened as well.
Low key, and a lot of the security in this area seemed tight because they were pretty like scoping out the areas and they were like posted all around the blocks. Yeah, and they also had a actual cop, but he was like near the designer stores. So yeah, that was pretty wild. So going to this mall, I noticed there was like the glass elevators, the glass ceiling, and like the glass entrance.
The glass elevators.
I think I went through the other side because I do not remember like the entrance I went through. I think we went through the opposite side as I was looking for the food court, but I wasn't able to find the food court at the moment. I was just downstairs and I was just in a lobby center, and they had like the escalators, and also they had the what do you call them? They had like these like weird like screens that kind of like showcase like the mall and advertisements. Though I don't really remember that much about it, if I were to be honest. So it was kind of, I guess, getting a refresher again. So I just began my adventure. I was gonna look for the food court first, but I forgot where it was. So I just decided to go look around for the Tims. And I noticed there was like a lot of stores that are similar to the ones back home. I also managed to find like high-end designer stores that I mentioned. They had like Gucci, Versace, like just like what rappers just kind of like spazzed out. So yeah, just strolling through the stores, I find.
Oh my god. I just realized I said that word. And there was this whole campaign on Twitter to get you canceled. But I meant it as like random like garbage rappers usually, spew out. I think I should have said
Finally managed to find the Tims. They were in Journeys, but I wanted my fit to be was my black Tims with black hoodies, because I'm not with the goody goodies.
that. I like how I made that little edit. Yeah, I'm really had so much fun making this vlog. Adding the little details.
That was kind of like what I was looking for, but they just had like the traditional colorway. So I just decided to just go look around a bit more just to see what I could find. But after a while, just strolling around through the mall, I wasn't really able to find another shoe store. They only had like Foot Locker and like the athletic kind, but they didn't have other stores that kind of had more options for Timberland. So I pretty much had to go to Journeys. And usually in Journeys, a thing that would happen is they wouldn't really have my size at the moment, and I would just like get them online as usual. But I just like went in, I asked for the size, and surprise, surprise, they did have it, and I was like really happy. So just basking in the glory, the moment, it just felt like this quest was over. And yeah, I just felt like really proud of what I was able to accomplish. And I decided to go to the food court, and I found it, and oh my god, it just brought up a bunch of memories as we were getting our grub on, and then later we were excited and getting kicked out. Like that's just something I will not be able to forget because it's just like plastered in your memory. It's like really funny. This whole place is just like a historic monument, and I just decided to like look around for food because I really didn't eat, as I didn't want to just like keep on stopping at these rest stops. I found this Mediterranean joint, and I just got my grub on there. So yeah, after I was done, I just decided to look a bit more at the stores as my parents were like, "I'll see if you could find stuff for us," but there wasn't really things of interest as everything else is back home, and I just came what I was looking for. There's actually one place I want to head to before I head back home, so I'm just gonna be heading to Tampa to this like goth and alternative store. Now the GPS was confusing me and it was just driving me in circles. Like it was pretty funny, but it was like approximately like an hour and a half I was gonna arrive there. And yeah, just going through like where it was taking me. It was through our great country roads. And what's funny is I managed to stumble upon.
I think DJ Live also formats his videos like this when he writes his script. Um, so we both have some similarities in the way we format these.
On the FBI building. Oh god.
Oh yeah, I went and I saw like the Fed building like in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, what? And I kind of got like shocked and confused, and it was hilarious too.
So yeah, after going through all this hassle, I was able to find a store. And I asked them ahead of time about their filming policy, and they were actually cool with it, but they just didn't want other customers to get filmed.
Oh
But
yeah, this is the parking lot right here.
they were really nice, and I didn't really want to kind of ruin that, as I didn't really want to risk anything with their business and kind of have like people not like show up.
Yeah, bro. Like I responded to them on email. Let me see if I could find it without like showing too much of it. But yeah, anybody in the Tampa area, even like Charlie, I don't know if he's ever been there. They have like some really cool stuff. They had like pirate, wardrobe. They had like the MCR jacket too. But it was more like a trench coat type. It was pretty cool. Obviously, I don't think I could wear that unless I use it for something else. But yeah, it was still fun. Hold on, I'm trying to I want to shrink this where it doesn't show too much. hopefully this isn't doxing, but yeah, you see, yes, our store has alternative fashion for men and women and unisex. I asked for the gender because they had it said it was like a woman's only store with clothing and like other stuff, but I saw like things that probably could have been for men as well. That's why I asked, so I don't look awkward going in. And they said positive film portrayal of our retail stores encourage. We only ask any filming in store not included other customers without their permission. So yeah, that is really understandable because like I said before, like a lot of people they do value privacy with with everything. And I thought I just they were like really nice to me. Even going to the store, they were like really nice to me. I was like, I'm not gonna risk it, it's not worth filming. I did take some pics inside and use what they had at the store, which we'll show in a minute.
Because of somebody like me recording their area and just kind of like I get it more as like a business, I guess, owner now. And really, this was a really great goth store that I saw. Like especially if you're gonna do some cosplaying. Um, but they also had like not only for cosplaying, but they also had like a like really cool like let's say if you're gonna go to like a goth rave and just like those kids under the bridge. Yeah, they had like
Yeah, they had like the starter pack for all
all the
this.
starter pack in this whole story.
I
And they had
even said it.
usually stores like
Yeah, this is a store, the front counter. They had like so much stuff. It's really cool. And it's only like I would say Hot Topic is more pop culture, not really that goth as they claim, but this store actually felt more authentic and they knew what people look for.
and it's funny because when it's like they have clothes for men, it's usually in this like corner of shame where it's just
Yeah, if you guys notice, like even in like Forever 21, they have like the men's like part is like all the way at the back. It's like at this corner. There's like a lot of stores that just have like this like small corner for like things for men, and I say it's like the corner of shame because it's just like small contents.
just has like a few selection, but they did have like a decent amount, and I just went to like look what I could find, and I did see they had like some of these like other accessories, but I wasn't able to find it as I just was in that area. So yeah, I guess compared to like Hot Topic, this one is more authentic as Hot Topic really is based more on pop culture, not really that much alternative. As they had like Joy Division, Susie and the Banshees, and so yeah, I just managed to get a pair of shorts. It's just like these like weird like tactical looking cargo ones. They look really comfortable, and yeah, like a lot of musicians, they want to be comfortable. Most of the time, they don't want to be uncomfortable. So yeah, it was a really decent experience. I would recommend anyone in the Tampa area or like any tourists to just like stop by this as it's really cool. They also have like a eBay store. I'll link that so you guys could check that out. And yeah, it's like family owned. So yeah, I would encourage more for like local businesses. So before I leave Tampa, I just headed to Walmart to get some things.
Yeah, like it was a really cool experience. Apart from what happened later in Orlando when I left, I think that was like the highlight. Second to the Timberlands.
And bounce back home. Overall, this experience, to my surprise, worked in my favor, and I'm happy how it turned out because usually when I plan things, they really don't go as planned or there really isn't that much excitement. But I felt really happy to document this whole experience, and hopefully you guys could feel that thrill that I was feeling while making this. So I'm happy to conclude that I finally completed the mission that was unable to be resolved before until now. All right, so this is pretty much of a shocker, but by the time I got home, I became aware a day later that there happened to be a standoff that didn't end so well. What's crazy is that it happened
Yeah,
in
it's like right
Olive
here.
Garden right across the mall. It was around 7 through 8 p.m., while I left at 12 and returned back to Naptown at 6 p.m. And what's crazier is I saw LED lights that said to lock your cars and that they could steal your valuables in blickies. Also, there was a concealed permit ad on the side of the streets, sidewalk. So I guess that says something about Orlando, though I can't make conclusions. And the only one that could speak on this is the squad as they currently reside there. They pretty much know the culture now, so I can't really speak on it as I'm pretty much a tourist. Thankfully, the guy who caused the incident was taken out, and no one else was hurt. So I know it's like a bit more of a controversial kind of topic to speak on and more touchy subject as well. But
Yeah, and after I saw what was going on, I kind of like had to like retract like the thankfully it was taken out, and to an extent, because if you guys look at the body cam footage, like the police actually did like a decent job handling, though I think it kind of like it went like crazy towards the end, but it looked like he wasn't mentally okay. He wasn't sober as well. It was like a really like it's like a really touchy situation, really.
I didn't really want to like go too deep into it, but I also just wanted to mention how crazy it is, like the timing and the coincidence of signs that you see. No pun intended on the signs, but yeah, really crazy. Other than that, yeah, thank you guys for watching this vlog. It means so much to me as I want to keep on making vlogs. I still don't really have an idea what my next one's gonna be, so
I'm like, maybe I'm gonna do like a Disney one. I'm not entirely sure. I want to make a Disney one, as I went to Disney like 5 years ago, but and I kind of wanted to recreate that experience, and kind of have it like coming of age, sort of like this one.
I pretty much want to explore, but I feel like more confident in doing them now again. And I think I'll just end this vlog with me just having a on foot montage with my Timberlands.
Yeah, so let me explain to you guys like the following. So I actually used to do like a lot of sneaker videos. I was into like collecting sneakers. I sort of am today, but much not as I once was, because I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's not a good investment. So if you guys want to like exceed all your like your salary on it, it's not really a good investment. Um, I started to later feel like buyer's remorse, and I was like, "What did I do, bro?" Like even my parents were telling me, and I didn't want to listen, but they were right, because there's like better things you could use the money and time for. I even put on the shorts too. The shorts are pretty cool. Wait, let me go to the ending real quick. Wait, here's the ending. I like this. This is so cool. Yeah, and it ends with the soul. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so let me explain to you guys on that one. So yeah, let me explain to you guys on this video in particularly. So in the ending, so our thing was that we used to like look into like Timberlands all the time and make jokes about them, especially with curb stomping. It was just like an inside joke in our thing that we kind of had in school. And yeah, it was pretty much like a thing we would just like always talk about, like curb stomp season. Like I'm about a curb stomp, and we just joked about it, and later we just like got over it. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Um, yeah, I like the way I ended that with the mission accomplished, and it kind of like also goes with the music as well. So I really have more fulfillment with these like types of videos. Like even like the people that follow me the most, like they really showed love for this one. And yeah, I worked like on a week on this entire thing. I would like stay up late after work. It was really a good experience. Hold on, I'll be right back real quick. So yeah, let me go look for more stuff. Hold on. So my gaming channel is I actually like my gaming channel a lot. So yeah, this is where I started talking about Deaf Noodles. When and I was playing this like oh man, I gotta talk about this game. But with Roblox, the VR chat, yeah, like I mainly play Roblox a lot, but you guys could see like the ones I have like the most fun with don't get as much as traction. Granted, especially with the one for like Dennis, I do I do see what the criticisms come that you're just doing it to milk the current situation. But truthfully, it gets um as much as views as that. So I don't really get more views or any less. It's kind of in the middle. But yeah, let me show you guys like some of the ones I really like a lot. Okay, so this one, oh man, I really like this one I made. And this one only got like 10 views, but honestly, I really
Hey,
like
Rice Player
making
Rapper
this
Player
one.
Rapper Foolsy on Tony here. Now, I'm actually revisiting this game I haven't played like in 2 years because before I didn't have the equipment, my computer wasn't able to play it smoothly. And now that I got,
Yeah, there's like the old footage. It looked really
everything all
bad
set up,
before.
I feel like I could play this now and pretty much play this properly as I once wanted before. As this game has still stuck in my mind as I just love how surreal this is and but
Yeah, I had really fun with this one.
oh okay, I remember now, I remember. Okay, hold on. There we go.
So, to give context, I was playing this game when, I was in college, and I kind of felt it was kind of like a dark age for me because with all the schoolwork and isolation, I felt like this game idea of kind of a more surreal, um, how can I say this? A more surreal concept of the world around you when you feel like it's like pretty dark at the moment. I really liked it, and I kind of like related to it really hard. Um, I did make the one on Tommy, and it like his like ooh like when he made like those claims, but oh yeah, the Andrew Tate one. This was more me mocking and kind of like role playing as Andy, and I wanted to see what the other people's reactions were, and if they actually knew Andrew Tate.
Andrew, oh no, that would be a nightmare. You don't know who that is?
Oh
The
man, that
G?
is fun.
You don't know who the G is?
So yeah, you guys could see. I have more fun doing like the more of the lighthearted or subliminal and satirical videos. You guys can see I have I have Dennis on this one, but I also have like Monty like on the thumbnail as the final boss. As the game, it's kind of poetic as it has to do with toxic dads. But yeah, I really have fun with Roblox. In this collab video I did too, it didn't get as much as views, and even like
Yeah, here we
the
go, man.
yeah, I had really fun with this one too. This one was pretty cool. So yeah, we were just like doing having a convo. We didn't really get to do much. Hopefully we do, but that was just part of the rundown. But it just fluctuates because it's just I try to do a lot of different things, but nothing really seems to land, especially in the algorithm since it's really wonky. And honestly, even the earlier ones, I had more fun with these too. Like the gaming channel, I have I believe the more positive experience and fun in. And you guys could hear it like the way I speak in like these, and they're not scripted. Keep that in mind. It just brings out like the best of me. And I know my current channel like is more on reactions, but it also, I will admit, does deal into some drama. Oh yeah, I also have the music one. Let me show you. Like I have three channels. I'm operating three. I like the music channels, but it kind of makes me like not. It kind of makes me feel bummed as I worked hard on like these like songs, instrumental remixes and everything I could think of, and it doesn't get that much attraction. I do understand it does not like determine success because for like the ones I paid ads on, not many, mess with the music. And I'm being real with you. So I absolutely love like the music channel, but it just doesn't get as much recognition as my other stuff. And yeah, you guys could see. I'll see if I could set up like my my Oculus, but I have for some reason it's not going through, even though I have everything. I probably will just have to stick to like edited videos afterwards, but yeah, that's about it. So hopefully for my reactions, I do know it goes into more things, but a lot of these things I watch, but it does take like a mental toll on you, and it also all that negative, content that you just like absorb. It's not healthy. Like just having that, you definitely need balance. But you also, like I said, don't. Well, I didn't really say it, but having too much of forced positive um content isn't good as well because it's just like you kind of like hiding in your shadows, and just being forced to do like the forced positive shtick doesn't really, like I said, like help over time as that catches up. Like that's why you should have like more balanced content because a lot of people just kind of want to risk it all and just like focus on one thing, but mentally and also with your business, your channel, whatever it may be, it doesn't help as well. Just like going through all that negative stuff. I and my reactions have been like that. I want to do more like let's say like shadow, but even the shadow one was a bit more of a social commentary, but it was done in a satirical way. So I could probably shift back more into that. But these like live streams are a bit more unfiltered. But I want to learn from the criticisms, whether it's right or wrong. Just get a different perspective on that. So yeah, I think that's it for like the channels. We could finally get back on this song. Like I know I talk about a topic like an hour, like it's almost an hour I'm talking about. Like yesterday I was talking about Dennis for at least an hour and reviewing like the videos, especially with his history with you know, cabos. But yeah, that's just like a take on that, and hopefully we can finally get back on this without getting distracted. So yesterday I wanted to kind of extend, but for now I feel like I want to look for like ways to chop like the audio. Okay, I think I got something. Hold on. Yeah, I think we're gonna chop it and we're gonna add some crossfades as well. And we can also add like some reverse content. Oh, this is reverse? I didn't even realize that. Hold on. What? So it was reversed the whole time? So yesterday I had more of a busy baseline, but I thought I would keep it minimal as it was too distracting. Like sometimes less is more because it's just like, oh, you're just kind of showing off rather than letting like the vocal speak for itself. So I decided to do that instead. Okay, so I think this is where we could like start, but we're gonna make this unique. I wanted to immediately start with like the drums, but I think I'm gonna like slowly, progressively build to that. It sounds like Vocaloid. Andrea, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to like kind of like disrespect the vocals like that. I appreciate them as they are. I think we could like cut off these. Oh, I think we could use this instead. Hold on. Yeah, let's like add some chops to these, some cuts as well, and then we'll add the fades in a second. Okay, let's make this unique. And we could stretch this out. Okay, let's listen now. We could also add that. Also want to like harmonize that part. Okay, so with the crossfades, let me show what we could do with that. I know it's like time consuming, but it does help a lot when it comes to like producing. And I noticed like a lot of drill producers, what they do is like they would chop the vocals. Um, Sometimes they would just loop it, but I like messing around with them and kind of cutting them, bending them, manipulating them. Like they would like in garage or dubstep. Yeah, you guys could use my techniques if you guys want to produce or are learning. No. Yeah, these are like techniques that I learned. And this is gonna be like the second part to Broadway flow as well. Alright, let's listen. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We could probably loop this part and have this as like a transition. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, let's listen to it. Yeah, it sounds dope. I like that. Cause she does do like I like how this has like a lot of material I could work with. I think it's really cool, especially with like the this is supposed to be like a Slavic Balkan specifically. It's supposed to be like a Slavic kind of like chant or of that nature, and it sounds really good and it just fits like the whole vibe. All right, so we got it, for these amount of measures, and I think we can do like the transition here too. Hold on, just to add, some variation. Hey, hey, yeah, I like that. That sounds dope. I really didn't know where I was going, but it adds a lot. Okay, so I want to try something. So I want to resample this. Okay, cool. Oh, it's on three. Okay, okay. And it kind of sounds similar to the vocals in Whoopty, but Whoopty is just like a high pitch male voice. Let's go 12 decibels. Oh, that adds a lot of layers to it. I like that. Okay, so we could actually add this as like a layer, like let's say we want to add that again. Hey. I got a better idea. Hold on. Hold on. I'll probably just layer this on the bottom. Okay, I think that could be a good transition. We could. So I don't want to make this song too long, so I think we could actually just like shorten that part. Dope. Yeah, bro, that sounds so good. Okay, this one we can reverse, and we could see what we could mess that as. Some reason that one's not playing. Huh. That's food for thought. So yeah, like there's like this whole thing that we just reverse everything. I think that's just become a thing in drill. Yeah, and that just adds like a layer to it. Okay, I think that's where like the drums can fully come in. And we just like maybe we could add the low pitch like box again. But I don't know if I wanna like kinda like mess with like the other riffs. I don't know. How does the 808 sound? Because I know I took more things out of it. Okay, it sounds like that. I think that's fine. Um, well, it looks like we actually got somewhere today. I know this one was like more short than the previous episode, but I kind of wanted to get like the rundown what to do. What I'm able to make out of this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll tune in